Hello guys, welcome to another Tech Money video. My name is Will and talking about why people are freaking out in terms of crypto right now. There's been a correction, major correction, especially for Bitcoin and Ethereum dropping from like 96 to 83 right now, even below 80s, like 79. It hit the high around 107K and then it's dropped down all the way to right now it's sitting around 83. So I just want to go over what is going on with this year, 2025. People expected this huge bull run to just come out right out the gate, starting in January to go straight up, straight alt season. And that's just not what's happened. And I think what really is going on here is that going into this year, too many people thought the same thing. Too many people were expecting the same thing. It was almost like people had this script, like, okay, sell all your BTC, go into alts, Bitcoin dominance is too high. We're going to sell all the Bitcoin or a good portion of it, putting it to alts, ride it up into the sunset, and then cash out and be rich. And it was supposed to be like, like this easy script, easy to follow, because that's what's happened in the previous cycles. And when things are too easy and everybody's thinking the same thing, the markets have a way of flipping the script on people because everybody thought the same thing. So what did people do? They got into high leverage. Now, leverage is bad. Okay, leverage, you will get wiped out with leverage. I don't touch leverage. I just, I buy spot, I invest spot, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that way, if the market crashes like it did now, I'm still good. All right. So going into this year, people just assume not only am I going to sell some of my BTC, put it into alts, I'm going to use high leverage, and people are just getting wrecked. The reason why people are panicking so much right now, as opposed to, people panicked in the bear market, but in the bear market, it was expected for alts to be crashing. It was expected. That was part of the script. Okay, it's a bear market. Things look like crap. That's the norm in the bear market. But we're in the middle of a bull market and alts are getting decimated. And people are freaking out because in this point in the cycle, in this point in the game, that's not supposed to be the case. Alts are supposed to be taking off. That was supposed to be part of the plan. But if you were looking at the charts, you would have realized that after the election, things got way overheated. People got way too excited Trump won. And, he's supposed to be like the super crypto-friendly president. And things are looking good. There's actually a lot of good news in terms of crypto, positive news, but it's not moving the market. Why? Because leverage is still getting flushed out. People put so much leverage going into 2025 that it overheated the market, and the market is still resetting itself from all that leverage. All right. Too many people thought it was going to be alt season, and it just hasn't arrived. And I think that alt season eventually might come, but it's going to be later in the year. And the market went up way too fast. Also, another thing that happened was the year prior, 2024, March, that was really the last kind of alt season that's really happened. Like alts really took off from September 2023 to March. So a lot of alts are still resetting from that kind of bull run that it had from 2023 to March. And so it takes time. Usually when, there's kind of like that blow off top explosion, it takes some alts sometimes a year to reset. And I noticed that with some of the alts, that in that transition from 2023 to 2024, March, leading up to the Bitcoin ETF, some of the alts just went completely parabolic, and it took all summer, and it's taking now to kind of reset. So I'm thinking in terms of alts, we might get another wave after the summer going into the fall 2025. Also, another thing that's hurting the markets right now is the tariff wars. People don't like uncertainty. The markets don't like uncertainty. So that's really affecting the markets as well. Now, another thing in terms of the charts. So if you look at the stochastics RSIs on the charts, I like to look at the 5-day and the 6-day on BTC and on the total 2 and all those, right? The stochastics really pretty much peaked in December. So ever since December, it's been going down. It's been going down, and it's been going down all the way to the bottom. There, the stochastics are really resetting. But in terms of what I've learned from the past and just studying the charts, because I really enjoy. For me, it's not just I study the charts because I'm trying to make money. Like I really just enjoy studying the charts. And what I've noticed in terms of the stochastic, as one of the tools that I've used for a long time, is that the worst hit in terms of price usually happens right at the bottom of the stochastic. It's like the stochastic is going down, down, down. And then once it passes like 20 or like 15, there's like this huge like wow, like this flush out. Right. And that's exactly what's happening around like this. This thing has been going down. The stochastics on BTC, Ethereum, and Total 2 have been going down since December. All right, so it's just now that we're just feeling like this whap, like this is the bottom, okay? But a bottom still hasn't formed, okay? So it's the stochastics at the bottom, but I haven't seen like a bottom forming in terms of price action. So me personally, let's say I was investing, I would not buy right now. I would not. I would wait. Patience is key. Patience is a virtue. I would wait for a bottom to form. And also, one of the main things I look for, let's say I'm going in, let's say I'm going to buy some alts or whatever, is the on balance volume is very important, because stochastic is momentum, RSI is overbought, oversold, but on balance volume is like the actual volume, like who's winning, the Bears or the Bulls, right? So right now the Bears are still clearly, in terms of transactions, are still clearly winning, and the volume is still in the negative, it's still in the red. So I would want to wait to see until the volume turns positive for even thinking about buying any alts. So I would wait to see for the total 2, total 3, or others chart to go positive, and then for me that would be a signal to maybe start taking positions. And also on the weekly, I would like to see maybe some Heikin-Ashi candles turn green, which they have not. So everything is still red. I would like to see some signs in the market that the market is starting to turn around. I do believe, so I'm going to wrap up this video by saying, I do believe in the next couple of months, there is going to be a next wave up, because this market's in term, it goes in terms of waves. So there's going to be a wave up going into like the spring and early summer. But I do still believe that selling May and go away is going to be a thing. So this next wave, I think it's going to be a short one. It might be a powerful one. It's going to be a short one, and there's going to be maybe another big drop off coming off in the summer. But I think in terms of the alts, and this is something that happened in 2021, is that the newer alts picked up and took off in the second part of the year in 2021. So in the first part of the year, going into May in 2021, the older alts, right, had their run. And then the second wave, the newer alts in the second wave, going into the fall, the newer alts really were the ones that took off. So, for example, something like Sui, which is new, Aptos, which is new, Virtuals, which is new, those ones, I feel like they're going to have their big explosion towards the latter part of the year, towards the later in the year. Anyway, guys, that's what I'm seeing. No charts today, just me talking to you guys, telling you guys how I'm seeing the market. This is the worst time to panic sell in terms of the charts. What I'm seeing in the charts is this is the worst time to panic sell, but at the same time, is not the best time to be getting in, because I would like to see a bottom forming, and in terms of the volume turning positive. I have a personal strategy that works for me. I have a very specific strategy. I have a very specific strategy, very rule based. And for me to get into some positions, they have to really, I follow these rules religiously, and that's working for me, and that's what I stick to. I'm not like, oh, well, I think a bottom's forming. Oh, I think this is the bottom. No, 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 no. I have to see clear indicators. I'm not sharing the strategy because I'm still perfecting it. But so far, so good. Anyway, guys, I feel like I've talked long enough. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.